am not broken. I am enough as is, even in my undoing and becoming. If both happen at the same time, I can roar and purr at the same time. I can scream and hold space at the same time. That's me. So
That's a very
that's,
powerful place to be in.
well, because people feel like it's either or. It's like, no,
Oh.
it's both.
Hmm.
There's another option of both.
Hmm.
You know?
That's recognizing who you are as a person. That's
Mm,
recognizing the growth that you've been through. That's recognizing the healing that you've done.
mm.
That's powerful.
And it was painful.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Because listen, if if it was easy, everybody would do it,
Mm,
you know?
mhm, mhm,
But the
mhm.
fact that you've gotten there on your own in your own time and you're comfortable where you are in your life and with yourself, that's powerful.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I've had help. And let's just say it takes a certain mentor and leadership for that level
Hmm.
of arrival. And it's not about arriving. It's just about, a lot of times people are looking for a place to arrive, and you got it wrong. It's not about arriving. It's the journey,
Hmm.
because you won't ever fully arrive. It's about, and I know we've talked about God and a lot of sense stuff like that. I just want to bring it full circle to let people know you may not have a relationship with God, stuff like that. That's not what we're trying to emphasize here. She asked me a question about me.
Hmm.
So it's like that may not be you, but the principle is still in effect. Focus on the principle, not the example, right? The principle of being there is are you willing to just be on the journey for the sake of the journey, or are you so desperate to get to point A? Because after you get there, you're going to be looking for another destination.
Absolutely.
Be on the journey and enjoy the journey of becoming, because you will always become. Once you get there, you keep becoming and becoming and becoming, and you keep expanding and expanding and expanding. That's what we call going from glory to glory to glory, right? The principle is there, right? Focus on the principle. So it's like, yeah, but I've had my mentors and those that I've submitted to have not held back with me.
But that's that tough love that you need. You need that tough love. Like you don't want yes men all the time. Like, oh yeah, you're doing great. Everything is perfect. No, 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 no. Tell me the truth. Tell me where I'm falling short.
And that's how you know if you got a real man.
Hello, somebody.
Who are they accountable to?
Mhm.
Right? If it's the mirror, it ain't enough.
Definitely not enough. We need more people involved.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah.
very good explanation, though.
Hmm.
That was a very good explanation.
But it was real.
Absolutely.
And
But that's the realness that people need
I
because
wanted,
you don't
yeah.
want the fluff, you don't want the sugar coating, you don't want the, rose-colored sunglasses because it's not going to get you anywhere.
Well, I do have rose-colored sunglasses.
Listen.
But I really want my fellow brothers who are listening to this. It is not about a black thing or anything like that. This is about a guy, man thing, right? Um, I want to love you into that. Yes, and I'm using that intentionally. I want to love you into that, that it's okay to wait and to be together. It's also okay to, if you feel you're ready, to step out and find out if you really are. All of that is fine. Just commit and show up with 100% integrity, right? Integrity is being real, being 100% you, externally and internally. Like if you messy, be 100% owning that, right? Don't try and cover it up and say, well, I'm working on it when you know you're really not, or you're working on it and it still happens to come out. Integrity. Integrity is like, you know what? This is just where I'm at right now. Full, exposed, complete, transparent, vulnerable. I'm owning it. I'm being accountable to myself and whoever else is seeing it. I am allowing myself to be witnessed in the fullness of where I am as I am because I am still enough. That's integrity. Just have integrity and know that you are okay. You are okay. You are so okay, right? Even if it's not okay for other people, you are right where you need to be as long as you are continuing forward. Don't get stuck there. Do not get stuck there. Don't allow yourself to get stuck there. You are fine. You are so fine. Just keep going, right?
I feel like you're speaking to my soul right now.
Because it's like
Like,
people don't say that. Everybody's so quick to get on everybody's so quick to get out of the process of becoming and being healed. It's like, okay, I've been here too long. Expectation. What expectations? What expectation? If you're not done, stay there. And if people don't understand that, they're your people.
Mhm.
They're not your people. It's not your environment. If you feel the pressure from the outside world telling you to move faster than you're able to, then that's not where you need to be. It's different if you yourself are choosing to delay it. That's you, right? Even then, face that because that's still beautiful. That's still you becoming. There's still another layer that needs to be pulled back, and you are allowed, right? But don't let anyone else dictate to you how fast you move unless God is saying to you, and that's through the relationship that you have, it's time to go. Okay, well, then you need to go, right?
yeah,
You need to
yeah.
go. You need to go. But outside of that, you are fine. Truly, you are fine. Mhm.
I needed that. I needed that. Um, I think a lot of us, well, I'm not gonna say a lot of us. I can only speak for myself.
Mm,
But there's like this unwritten rule that
mm,
wherever direction you're going, you're supposed to get there fast. You're supposed to get there right away. You're supposed to just be there. Um,
mm,
I feel like as I've gotten older, you take more time to process things.
mm, mhm, mhm,
Take more pride in being careful of which way you go, as opposed to when you're younger, it's like you sporadic, you do whatever, you know. But as you grow and as you're on your journey, as you get older, you are making calculated steps in the
mm,
direction that you want to go. And I often find myself like, well, dang, I wish I should be there by now. But
mm,
by whose standard? Because if I go too fast, I may miss something.
mhm.
If I go too slow, I may miss something. So I think that being aware of your own pace is so important. And crossing your T's, dotting your I's, make sure that you get everything on the journey that you're on in order to get to whatever place it is that you feel that you're working towards. Um, yeah, I needed that one.
Yeah, because
I needed that one.
somebody once said, I forgot who it was. He said it in an acceptance speech. Slow is the fastest way,
Mhm.
right? I forgot who it was. Um, but if you know who that is, please tag
No,
them
no,
that
no.
quote in the comments, please, or send me a DM. Um, you know, slow is the fastest way, and I tell people when the moment becomes now, that's the arrival. It's
Mm,
not a destination. It's just the arrival of that particular essence of your journey.
mhm.
And you will have tons of now moments. But when it becomes now and you see it, that's when it's now. That's the time,
Yes.
right? So you can either beat yourself up or you can pick yourself up, right? That's either way you laying hands.
Somebody's gonna catch that.
Yeah. So yeah. Wow, it's been so much. It's so great. Time out, right? A time out, right? And it's like sometimes checking in feels like a pop quiz.
Mm.
How do you,
Mm.
how to invite versus demand emotional openness? So, let me ask you, it's like, how do you invite versus demand emotional openness with your male counterparts?
I give them the space to do so. I'm not going to force you to talk to me. I'm not going to, no, 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 we need to fix this.
Mm, mm-hmm,
Mm-mm. because that may not be the push that you need.
Mm-hmm.
And that may be a push in the wrong direction. So I give space. If you don't want to talk about it right now, that's perfectly fine. I will be here when you're ready to talk. Even if you don't want to talk about it and you need to process it on your own, okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm I'm not an aggressive person when it comes to other people's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because once again, everybody processes things differently.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want my good intentions to be taken negatively because you feel like I'm forcing you into a corner and you have to tell me everything that's on your mind. I would never want to be that overbearing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I just give the comfortable space or whatever space that you feel like you need. Or if you don't need space and you come to me like, hey, I really need to talk, I need to get this off of me. Let's
Can I
talk.
can I ask a question?
Of course.
How does that honor you?
Um, it honors me in that I'm trusted, that they value me enough to feel safe in that space to divulge whatever information, whatever feelings, whatever emotions. Um, and I love that I can be that person to somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And even if it was, you know, vice versa, and I needed a space to come and cry and unload or whatever, I would hope that I would have that same reciprocity with them. Um, but once again, there's a trust there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that one of those things that you can do with everybody. You only have your select circle that may be this big, and then maybe the dot of people that you can actually do that with. Exactly. So
Can
I
I
think it's just creating that trust factor.
can I let you in on a secret?
Okay.
There is a very intricate dance in that moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Holding space, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it does honor their need to process.
Mm-hmm.
And it does honor you as a woman by allowing the space to be filled when it's ready.
Mm-hmm.
The secret is most men may not say this, but I'm going to say this. Most men want to be claimed.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a dominance, it's not a submission. It's like you can give us our space, but sometimes holding your femininity and presence by leaning in a little bit and not necessarily applying pressure, but letting your presence be felt.
Mm-hmm.
We also want that too. Doesn't mean that we don't want to talk about it. We have the space, but it's like I'm not going to chase you,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're holding your ground. You're still respecting the process and their space that they need. I'm not going to chase you. If you want to talk about it, I'm inviting you to do that. And I know that this might be a bit much right now. I would like to talk to you about this, and I would like to be invited in.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to hold this space with you. If that's something you want as well, I am right here.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like you have set the standard. You honored that they have the space. You've honored the request to want to know. And you've told them that I want to know and I
Mm-hmm.
want to be here with you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not pressuring them. That's now saying, will you allow yourself to be held in this of your own volition?
Mm-hmm.
And you still honor their masculinity and your femininity. And what happens a lot of times is that women don't necessarily know how to hold that space because they feel like if they do, they're nagging. And if they don't, they're compromising.
Mm-hmm.
Like how I just how I just said it, because you felt that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a settling,
Mm-hmm.
like nothing else needed to be said. You said what you needed to say. They heard what you needed to say. You did not shrink back. You didn't cause him to shrink back. And it's like you both met right here. So both of you all are still on the playing field. You're still in the court. Now the ball is in his court.
Mm-hmm.
He can either show up still fully present as a man and still fully claimed.
Mm-hmm.
And you are being able to be heard and trusted.
I agree with that.
Like, damn.
No, I agree with that. I agree with it. And
But that's a lot of women don't understand that. It's like
you don't.
that's when the protector is looking for a shield or
Mm-hmm.
protecting. It's
Mm-hmm.
not that they're dropping the ball. It's like, you know, it's like at this moment, I might not be in the capacity to lead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to surrender to the right presence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's in that space that if I'm still a man, I'm still seen as a man, valued as a man, respected as a man in this moment of transparency and vulnerability. I have no issue yielding
Mm-hmm.
and being led.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where a lot of women don't really see that. And that's the language that a lot of men don't know how to articulate. Because we don't always want to lead. Is expected of us to lead. That
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that we're abandoning the responsibility of the function that a man carries as a leader.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that sometimes we need that space to become.
But that's also that vulnerability as well, that some people aren't, they're not as willing to step into.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I agree that giving them the space to do so is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Now, what they do with that space, if they take it, great. If they don't, that's okay too.
And
But
that's where I don't have an issue. I just disagree with this whole alpha beta.
hmm
You don't see that. Like from me, my background, biblically, you don't see alpha beta. You just see presence.
hmm
You just see a man being a man.
hmm
That's what you see.
yeah,
So I don't agree with that. And a lot of men may have something to say about that. That's completely fine. Leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments. Women, you can leave it in the comments too, because it's like what I just said, right? How did you take that?
it was very cut and dry and to the point.
It's like
It was no misunderstanding.
and I was being like I was demonstrating vulnerability and masculinity at the same time with confidence and surety.
hmm
And I was very transparent and very exposed, but very much standing my ground.
hmm
It's like, this is what I want. This is how you can ask me for it.
hmm And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And it's like, and listen, don't misinterpret that. I understood exactly what you said.
Heard.
It's like, and women, that's how you can, if you are a woman that's trying to understand a man in his emotional openness and you're looking for that, that's how you can ask them. And a man, if you are wanting your female counterparts or your spouse, your partner, to ask that of you, that's one way you can communicate it. But I'm gonna say this. You can't communicate it that way if you haven't lived it.
Mhm.
because then it's going to come off as performance. There's nothing to back it up. There's no substance to back it up. There's no presence to back it up because it's just like when you say that, it's like you can feel there was nothing that was empty or voided behind that statement because it's like no, he has been in a place to where that came out of him in fullness, not some repeated from a personal self-help book or some seminar that he heard somebody repeat. This ain't no 10x talk. I'm
Right.
not trying to hype you up. That is life you just heard. You heard the work that was done.
Hmm.
And it's like there was a weight. I don't want to say a gravity, but there was a presence that came with that. It's like, if I'm going to go into that space with where he just said, I have to show up with the same matched energy
Absolutely.
because it demanded it without commanding it. It was like, this is the requirement, not the
Hmm.
expectation, the requirement
Hmm.
for entrance.
Hmm.
It's non-negotiable.
No margin for error
No,
whatsoever.
no cliff notes. That was the whole novel.
That was the whole book. I was
Yeah.
all cover to cover.
So yeah, it's like so holding space is key, but it's like not without compromising your own honor, right? And that's one of the things I see. It's like I have done that. I have held space by overcompensating.
Mm.
I have held space by compromising my own needs and wants, right? Everybody's well, I need this, I need that. And they only ask for what they need. No, needs and wants, not or. Needs and wants. It's not this or that, it's this and that, right? I need this and I want this. I'm deserving, worthy of both. And that is where people get stuck because it's like, well, I just need to do this. And it's like, but you forget about the wants. You're
Right.
half full.
Exactly.
You can't neglect either.
They both have to coexist.
They have to both coexist. And that's what people don't teach you, or especially in the church and in different organizations, even in corporate and stuff like that. It's both. It's not just the company needs, it's yours. It's not what the company wants, it's your wants. In relationships and things like that, I had to send, and I talk this way with my friends. I talk this way with my male friends, especially because it's like I just have to send a message to a buddy of mine. Matter of fact, I was like,
Mhm.
so I told them, I said, I'm going to be moving. And I told them when I was going to be moving. I said, you already know I want to see you and have that time of being and presence with my brother. And I know how you are. So I'm choosing to honor the fullness of where you are right now in your journey. I'm sharing that information with you not to coax or demand or command, but so you have it. So I'm letting you lead in that regards because I trust the bond and brotherhood that we have enough to not chase and to be solace. Just know that you've never been too much for me, not at all. I don't need or want polished. You're enough as is. That's why I mess with you. I know what God did when He brought us together. So take this for what it is worth. If we link up, we link up. I am not abandoning your lion.
Mm.
And that's how I talk to my friends,
Mhm.
right? And I shared that real life example with you all because if you don't have people, you don't have people that is willing to love you like that, they are not your people.
Mhm. That's so true. They have to love you to it and love you through it. Whatever it is that they're going through,
Mm.
yes. But that will tell you who your tribe is
Yeah, yeah,
and who is not. That is the deciding factor.
yeah, yeah. I don't get this anywhere else. Yeah.
Right.
It's like this is transparent. This is real life.
Mhm. So let me ask you this. Did he respond?
He has
The
not responded, no.
Really?
Hmm.
Wow.
But I knew he wasn't going to respond. I didn't send that for an response. I didn't send that for a response.
Hmm.
I sent that to love him.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't need a response from him. I told him I'm not abandoning him. It doesn't matter.
I don't know what he's going through, but for his sake, I pray that he reaches back out to you.
I'm sure everybody said, hey,
Oh
they like, yo, if he ain't responding,
this
here's
nigga
my
deep.
number. Call me. Let's be. It's like,
But seriously, like you said, everybody needs somebody like that
yeah.
in
And
their
that's
corner.
contrary to popular belief, that is how most men are.
Hmm.
If you really let us, that's how we are. That's how much that's how deep we connect with people. So that's why when stuff hit us, we go quiet or silent, and you see us at the gym.
Hmm. That's why.
That's
Yeah.
why. That is why. That is why. Right, right, right. I feel
That
like
was
you know.
that was a good message that you that was such a good message.
But it was,
And
and it's the truth. That's a real example.
that's a really good message. I appreciate I appreciate the fact that you love him that much. And I'm sure he does too. But I really want whatever bond that you guys have, I want that to grow.
Mm,
Like I want that for the two of you because the way that you expressed your emotion for him
mm,
and the sincerity of it,
yeah,
people need that.
yeah, yeah.
People need that. And even if he comes back with, some poop butt answer, that's fine. I need him to respond.
I'm gonna go. Look, I'm gonna go straight to the.
What do you think he said?